Once upon a time, in the boundless expanse of the savannah, there reigned a majestic lion, the sovereign of the plains. His golden mane glistened like the rising sun, and his roars commanded respect from all who heard them. Yet, over time, the lion grew silent. His once proud shoulders slumped, and his piercing eyes, which once reflected strength, now bore the shadow of sorrow. The mighty king retreated to a secluded grove, hidden from the world, and lay beneath an ancient baobab tree. Lost in thought, the savannah fell quiet in his absence. The zebras hesitated to drink from the waterholes, and the impalas no longer danced through the golden grass. Even the boldest of hyenas kept their distance, sensing that something profound had shifted in the heart of their king. The animals, concerned for their leader, gathered at sunset near the grove. "The lion has forgotten himself," murmured an old meerkat. "But how do we remind a king of his own greatness?" "We must seek the wisdom keeper," said a young giraffe, pointing toward the distant mountains where the horizon met the clouds. "Only the keeper knows the truth that heals all." The animals sent an emissary, a steadfast turtle, who trekked across rivers, hills, and forests to reach the hidden shrine of the wisdom keeper. When he arrived, he found the ancient owl perched in quiet meditation. The turtle bowed low. "O wise one, our king has lost his roar, his pride, and his purpose. The savannah feels his absence. We beg of you, come and help him find his way." The owl, with eyes as deep as the cosmos, opened his wings and replied, "The lion's silence is not a curse, but a journey. I shall guide him to remember what he has forgotten." The owl flew to the grove and landed gently beside the lion. "Noble king," the owl said, his voice soft yet firm, "you have turned away from the world, but the world still calls for you. Tell me what burdens your heart." The lion sighed, his voice heavy with weariness. "I once roared with purpose, ruled with pride, and found joy in the wind and the hunt. Now all feels empty. No victory, no feast, no daybreak stirs my soul. What am I, if not the king I once was?" The owl studied the lion with compassion. "You are not the first to feel this emptiness. Even the strongest hearts can forget their rhythm. But the answer you seek is not outside you, it has always been within. Will you follow me to rediscover it?" The lion hesitated but nodded, his curiosity outweighing his despair. The owl led the lion to a still and silent lake deep in the savannah. The surface was like a mirror, reflecting the vast night sky. "Look into the water," the owl instructed. "What do you see?" The lion gazed into the lake, seeing his own face reflected among the stars. His mane shimmered with the faint light of the moon. "I see a shadow of who I used to be," he said softly. The owl's voice deepened. "Do you truly see? Look closer beyond the surface." The lion peered deeper, and as he did, the reflection changed. He saw himself as a cub, chasing butterflies with reckless joy. He saw his youth, roaring boldly, feeling invincible. Then he saw himself older, guiding his pride with wisdom and compassion. Finally, he saw himself surrounded by the other animals, not as a king, but as an equal, sharing in the beauty of the savannah. "What is this?" the lion asked, his voice trembling. The owl replied, "This is the truth you've forgotten. You are not your roar, your strength, or your crown. You are the sum of your journey, the courage of your cubhood, the passion of your prime, and the wisdom of your stillness. Your worth is not in what you do, but in who you are." The lion sat by the lake until the first light of dawn touched the savannah. He closed his eyes, feeling the warmth of the sun and the cool whisper of the wind. For the first time in months, his heart felt light. He rose to his feet, his mane catching the golden light of the morning. The owl watched silently as the lion took a deep breath and let out a powerful roar, a sound that echoed not just across the plains, but deep into the hearts of every creature. The savannah came alive. The zebras galloped, the elephants trumpeted, and the birds took to the skies. The king had returned not as the lion he once was, but as the lion he was always meant to be. In the days that followed, the lion walked among the animals, no longer as a distant ruler, but as a friend and guide. When asked what had changed, he simply said, "I remembered that my strength is not in my roar, but in my heart." The owl returned to the mountains, his task complete. Before leaving, he told the lion, "Your journey is far from over, but you have found the path. Walk it with courage and grace." The lion bowed his head in gratitude. "Thank you, old friend. Your wisdom has rekindled my spirit." And so, the lion's story spread, not just through the savannah, but far beyond. It became a tale whispered by rivers and carried by the wind, reminder to all that our worth is not in our titles or triumphs, but in the quiet truth of who we are. True strength lies in rediscovery. Subscribe for stories that awaken the soul.